Good morning. This is Jill. Abundance is everywhere. I was thinking about Pollyanna this weekend because one of the courses I'm taking, my mentor teacher was talking about one of the prime health hacks that's out there. You know that I am pursuing health with the firm belief that it is a birthright. God made you to be healthy, and that everything you need for abundance in health, wealth, beauty, it's around us all the time. All we have to do is learn how to tune into it and find it and use it. That's our job, is to appreciate what He's given us and learn how to make the most of it. So from that perspective, I've been down this path of, another mentor calls it rewilding, finding out what's out there. And it doesn't require dollars. I also believe that God doesn't need dollars. He gives them to us to use. It's a tool for sure. And the more tools you have, of course, and the better you use them, the better things go, and that's part of abundance. But a lot of the things in health that I have discovered and that I share with you don't have to do with dollars per se. They've been provided for us. They're around us all the time. So we have the weeds, and I'm doing a virtual weed walk the evening of July 6th, and I will have that event posted so you can get the link for that today. Also doing one live here at the farm on July 10, and if you're interested in that, I can send you the information on that. Come learn about the weeds that you don't have to do anything for, and how they can help you and how you can use them, because that's how it goes. Internet's being fuzzy this morning. So the health hack today is along those lines. It's something everyone can do, doesn't cost you anything, and it changes things. It changes things because it changes your perspective. When you start pursuing the abundance and looking around you and saying, what is here for me? It's there, and you find it. When you seek, you find. And this one is how you tune into all of that. It's the thing that, you remember when we had radios that you had to tune, and you would get fuzz, and then you'd get it, and then it'd be gone again, and you'd tune it back, and you'd find the channel, the station that you wanted. And that's what this does. Pollyanna is one of my favorite characters because she had this dialed in. People talk about it in a negative, like Pollyanna glasses, rose-colored glasses. Pollyanna was no fool. She was not naive. She knew what it meant to have hard times. After all, she was an orphan in a time when orphanages were not pleasant places. She was living on charity from an aunt that didn't want her. So she'd lost her parents. They'd been poor before that. She hadn't had cushy life. But she knew that this thing changes everything. Gratitude. Looking for what is good, what is working. And when you start to focus on that, it changes everything. Your perspective guides your reality. Whatever your perspective on life is, that's going to be your reality. Reality is incredibly subjective. Our human brain, if you ever want to watch something interesting, Brain Games on Netflix, that's where we've watched. I don't know if it's on other places, but the show Brain Games, it's absolutely fascinating. We perceive this much of this much reality. This much is out there. And we see this much. Gratitude, playing the glad game. What are you glad for? It shifts just like that radio station, it shifts what part of reality you are tuned into. And when you shift that, what you see is what comes back to you. That's your reality. If you like the reality that you live right now, be glad for it. If you want to change it or change parts of it, be glad for what's available to you and start to tune into what it is that you want. For example, energy is a big one. People want more energy, more joy. Instead of thinking about what you don't have the energy to do or how tough something is, just shift a little bit. I'm glad I had the energy to. What did you do? You know, this was tough. I'm glad that. What part of it was good? Or what did happened before or after that was good? What came out of it that was good? Everything happens for you, not to you. And when you start looking at what is it for? How did it help me? I had a situation this weekend and I realized, wait a minute, I didn't get something that I wanted and that I do firmly believe is good. And there was a lot of the same similar thing provided all around. And when I started to realize that, it was like, oh, okay, this is all right. We've already been provided for. We will continue to be provided for. It changed everything when you start to practice gratitude. So that's your challenge for this week. Focus on abundance. Where do you already have what it is that you want? What little tiny things happen? Be glad for the little things and watch and see what happens. Don't focus on the things that you want that you don't have yet. Focus on what you already have, the little tiny bits towards what it is that you want. And just check out what happens. Abundance is around you. Health is your birthright. A strong, vibrant body, mind, and wealth will come to you. Check it out and see. Practice the glad game. Be a little bit of Pollyanna. Have a great and abundant week.